Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a year in crypto that was so strange, it honestly felt like some kind of collective dream. We're looking back at 2025, a year that didn't just push the boundaries, it absolutely demolished them.
Okay, let's just sit with this quote for a second. 'Cause, wow. Yes, you heard that right. This one sentence from Decrypt just perfectly sums up the sheer, beautiful absurdity of 2025. This was the year crypto went from being this niche financial thing to a full-blown, absolutely degenerate circus. And this, right here, is where the fuse was lit. Just days before his inauguration, President Donald Trump drops his own meme coin. That one single move set the tone for the entire year, a year where the lines between internet culture, big money, and just pure absurdity didn't just get blurry, they completely dissolved.
So let's start with what happens when all this chaotic energy just smashes right into the establishment. We're talking politics, celebrities, a combination that gave us some truly unforgettable and, let's be honest, bizarre moments.
This moment right here just perfectly captures crypto's weird ability to create these, bizarre nested realities in real time. So it wasn't enough that the president was hosting a dinner for people who held his meme coin. No, someone at the dinner minted a new coin called Dinner, inspired by the dinner itself. It was a meme within a meme, which for a hot second had a market cap of over $450,000 before it, predictably crashed and burned.
And of course, the chaos was not going to stop there. I mean, if the president has a coin, why shouldn't the first lady, right? But what started out as just another meme quickly spiraled into a complete legal and technical nightmare.
You just could not write this stuff. So first, the coin launches in January. By April, it's already tangled up in a massive fraud lawsuit. Then, in October, the platform gets accused of running a pump and dump scheme. And for the grand finale, the very same platform accidentally airdrops, meaning they just gave it away for free, over $1 million to the exact wallets at the heart of the scandal. It was just a perfect storm of pure absurdity.
And this trend wasn't just for traditional politicians. We also saw these online personalities build real-world influence basically from nothing, using just sheer, relentless memeing.
For months, an ex-user named Buzzlamic Jihad just spammed the crypto world with these phrases. It was non-stop. And the unbelievable part? It actually worked. The Aptos token pumped, the memes went viral, and the network did the only thing that made sense in 2025, they hired him as an official advisor. It just proved that in this new world, a dedicated shitposter can somehow have more influence than a whole traditional marketing company.
Okay, so if political power and just spamming memes can get you a seat at the table, what other totally bizarre ideas were getting funded? Well, this brings us to what people call the degenerate economy.
You absolutely cannot make this up. There was an app, and it was literally paying people in something called poop tokens to send them pictures of, Their stated goal was to build this massive data set for science to push forward the next phase of crap science. It was the most literal interpretation of a shitcoin the world had ever seen. I mean, wow.
And look, the tokenizing did not stop at bodily functions. 2025 basically proved that if you could imagine it, you could probably slap a crypto token on it. We saw everything from crypto-fueled competitive twerking to a viral sperm race that turned out to be totally fake to a lingerie fighting league building its very own Bitcoin treasury. It was like the ultimate test of what could, or maybe shouldn't, be turned into a financial asset.
Of course, whenever you have this much chaos and this much speculation, you're going to get an equal amount of failure, scams, and just downright folly. So let's look at what happens when things go spectacularly wrong.
Just take a good look at this number. This is the value of 8,000 Bitcoin that a man named James Howells accidentally threw away on a hard drive over a decade ago. This was about what it was worth during his last desperate attempt to get it all back.
And his quest to get it back was, it was epic. It went on for over a decade. He tried everything, public proposals, legal action, even offering millions and millions of dollars to just let him dig up the landfill. But in the end, the local council rejected his final bid, officially burying his hopes of recovering a fortune that was, by then, worth nearly $1 billion.
Okay, this right here, this is the absurdly short life of a token called Legacoin. It was launched by an AI musician creator who, get this, faked his own death just to generate some hype. And the stunt actually worked for a minute. The coin rocketed to a $105 million market cap before crashing by 87% just 1 hour later. And the final twist? The creator was found alive and totally fine at his parents' house a few days later.
Oh, this is a classic tale of crypto hype just getting way, way ahead of itself. The community behind the popular dog whiff hat meme coin raised $700,000 to get their mascot's picture plastered all over the famous Las Vegas sphere. And they announced their success with this triumphant post. And of course, the market went nuts. But then came the whiplash. The Sphere's PR team told the media that there was absolutely no deal. In fact, they accused the coin of using their name for fraudulent purposes. Ouch. The project had to backtrack immediately and refund all the money. It was just a perfect example of crypto hype completely outpacing reality.
So, after a year of presidential meme coins, poop tokens, fake deaths, and these spectacular failures, you gotta kind of step back and ask a really fundamental question. What is the point of all this?
Is all this chaos just a bug, or is it actually a feature? You know, is this whole thing just a giant speculative bubble of absurdity that's waiting to pop? Or are we actually watching the chaotic, unfiltered, and often ridiculous birth of a totally new kind of culture where finance, memes, and reality are all just starting to blend together? That's the big question that the wild, weird year of 2025 leaves us with.